Finding intelligent life outside Earth is a concept that held our attention for thousands of years, and perhaps even before that. Because on stone carvings in our folklore, we could even find, even before 2000 years, people were fascinated by beings coming from outer space. Beings who are not of this earth. Meaning there is always a fascination, there has always been, about life outside our mundane existence. Well, this can be the matter of science fiction, and at the same time it can be science fact. And it could also indicate a different realm of possibilities in the spiritual dimension. Recently, I've noticed that the planet Proxima b has invoked some interest among social media users. It is because James Webb Space Telescope has recently sent a few pictures that may suggest artificial lights on this particular planet. However, when I googled up, I could never find any of those photographs or pictures. And the social media posts related to this particular idea obviously were suggesting otherwise. Even some of them had thumbnails that suggested this is the picture that James Webb took and sent to us, showing us a few blurry cityscapes photographed in a very, very low pixel camera or purposefully blurred out, proving or supporting this particular speculation that they found intelligent life outside of our planet. I did a previous video on the same subject. You can watch it in this channel. Well, in the previous video, I was discussing mostly the importance of such speculations in our society. These speculations, as I suggested in my previous video, support funding to space research, which is very important for a society to survive in today's world. It helps us improve our medical conditions, medical technology, and it also helps us expand our horizons of understanding the nature that we live in. In fact, so many of our present medical technology is indebted to space research. You must be wondering how these two are connected, but these are very, very related topics. How human body behaves and the instruments that can help get us a very detailed picture of what's happening inside our body. That is an amazing thing. And from CT scanners to almost all our medical equipment, they are also related to space tech, especially in the 1960s, and even afterwards. So I'd suggest that speculations on life on other planet, sustaining people's interest in such researches is very important for funding agencies to obviously share funding with these organizations, research organizations who do research in these areas. And when taxpayers are happy, there's no problem, right? So these social media interests actually keep the taxpayer occupied. They are interested. They want to know what's happening. Even though these researchers do not directly interact with this possibility of finding life on other planets, although there are researchers in that direction, still these speculations help the interest alive of the people, and these agencies get funding, plus they get good social standing. They get a lot of interest, especially from investors. The stocks of these companies, they just skyrocket when these news items appear. And obviously people who are associated with these news items, I mentioned it in my previous video, Elon Musk, his company SpaceX, it has a huge interest in these possibilities because they are a company that sustained so far the interest among people because of their research activities in this area in exo space and space tech. I think they are sustaining their interest among people. People are interested in their technology, even in the company itself, because of its active interest in space research. So a person who's for example, buying Tesla car might not be very, very unhappy hearing that the same company is investing in the colonization of Mars or Proxima B for that matter, because that gives a sense of satisfaction because they are getting associated with this company which is doing an exceptional job. So in fact, it is a psychological upper hand that the organization gains when the customers are in fact psychologically connected with this path-finding, pioneering space research, and they feel that they themselves are connected with this pioneering work. So that's a very good marketing technique. Now let's come back to finding intelligent life and significance. Well, let's focus today on something that I would call the sociological angle. Finding intelligent life certainly requires a certain criteria of intelligence in ourselves, the observers. I'm considering that we are the ones who are, like human beings, are the ones who are looking for life outside of planet Earth. And obviously, there is a sense of intelligence that we require, a certain criteria, a certain level of intelligence, I should say, that we require. And there should be a sense also in understanding and acknowledging the intelligence that we possess. Now, without that, we might not be able to locate intelligent life outside of our planet. We need a certain sense of intelligence. But the question is, why are we so obsessed with finding intelligent life outside of our planet? Are we so eager to just meet our neighborhood aliens, or are we really, obsessed with colonizing other worlds? Another question that we should ask is how clever or how empathetic and how responsible are we in dealing with intelligent life? We have been dealing with intelligent life for millions of years. Us, human beings, we are intelligent life, and we deal with this particular form of intelligent life for so many millions of years. Even animals who live with us on this planet, they also have a certain level of intelligence, and we have been dealing with them for so many millions of years. And the question is how responsible we are, especially in the recent years, how responsible we are in dealing with ourselves, for example. Let me just suggest a recent case. The side effects of one of those COVID vaccines, I don't want to take the name here on this platform, but just imagine, just Google up and you will find several cases. In fact, I have a personal experience of one such, although I cannot prove with documents that the case that I'm suggesting is an aftermath of the COVID vaccine backfiring. But I do have a personal experience, and I strongly believe that it is connected with this side effect of a particular vaccine. Let's think about it. How responsible are we? Like, we invented a so-called vaccine against a very deadly virus. We injected it upon ourselves, forced some of us to get this vaccine done. And then what? Then we die, for example. Some of us died. Who cares? Who cares, basically? I mean, I don't want to hyperbolically invite in all the images of destruction and irreverence that is shown towards human life in our society right now into this particular problem of finding intelligent life outside of Earth. But this is also a valid question that we should ask. So the Indian commentator today asks all of us to think about it, meditate on this concept. Now let's meet up. Let's talk about another topic in the next video. Until then, take care, think about it, and also keep your eyes open on what the James Webb Space Telescope next opens our eyes to. Okay, it's like a third eye that we have in space. At least I think that's the best term we can use to explain this particular scientific marvel. Let's hope and let's wait for some amazing discoveries in the future. And obviously we might someday find intelligent life outside of Earth. So let's hope for it. Let's wait for it. Take care. Bye-bye.